Yeah, that looks good.
We'll see. It's a whip, a work in progress. Don't know what I'm going to put inside it or anything yet. It will be quite a narrow little church, I suppose. It's not going to be like a cathedral style one, because although I've always wanted to build a cathedral as well. You know, when I think of building a church, I do tend to think more along the lines of cathedral rather than a little church. But I think I'll have to just start with a little church. And considering we've been playing Minecraft about 2 years or more or what now, it's about time I built one, considering I've always wanted to.
It's like me and my airship. Same kind of thing. Since I've always wanted one, it's about time I got around to it.
Hmm. Coming along though, that airship, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost done. Almost done. I'm hoping it'll be done by the end of the week.
Well,
We've
I'm here to help.
actually changed plans on it, or kind of changed purpose.
In what way?
When Dwendon and I were looking at it before, make the interior of it, since the size that it is, make it more of a private airship for like the four of us.
Yeah.
So that instead of having, the coach section, those two sections we have marked out for coach, we'll just fill those in and make those into cabins as well. So that there'll be actual 4 private cabins inside of it and no coach section.
Okay.
That way, because something like that, with the whole concept of having a coach area and all that, it would really need to be a lot larger.
Yeah, probably.
So I think I mentioned it to somebody on one of the on one of the comments on it. They were discussing the size, and I said, yeah, it was more a private thing. I said, compared it, think more of Learjet versus 707. This airship's more of a Learjet model, more of a private model.
Yeah. Well, that's the height of the church tower then.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. That's gonna be well big enough.
Oh, I got a roll when I dropped down.
Yay!
And I got acrobatics
Good.
increased to 103.
Yeah, that's gonna look good. That's a good size.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's
I mean,
like
I
you
can move this wall out if we need to. You know, it can be moved. In fact, I might actually do, because you can just extend it right out to the water and then put
But
the docks in over there, can't you? Oops. Like, I got there before it seemed like I had done. Usually, I think if you stand 2 blocks back from the corner there, you can't hear the cows. 2.
Even this close, you only hear a couple.
Yeah, just very faint.
Just
Depends
the
on when
ones
they're
that are close
to you,
enough.
Yeah. I was thinking about the sheep pens, thinking, well, what do I do? Do I make sheep shearing stations here as well, or what? I might just make more little fields like that, I don't like having to put the pumpkins in the ground to keep it lit, but the only other alternative would be have like posts with lights on, but that wouldn't really look right either.
Yeah, and unfortunately with redstone, I mean with the glowstone, even with it, you still have to have them so close together. That it ends up kind of looking like a supermarket parking lot.
Yeah. I think mobs can still spawn on the battlements, I'm not sure, although I haven't seen any in here for a long time now, so I think the whole village might well be spawn safe. But torch pack.
Yeah, it always looks like you got it pretty well spammed up.
My only relief really is that more and more of like the big YouTubers are beginning to get onto torch spam now. I've noticed, you know, they do seem to be more. Oh, we're going. There's the portal. I'm heading for the castle again. They do seem to be becoming more and more advocates of torch spam. Whether that's because they used to, you know, they used to play in Vex maps and things. So I'm being proved right slowly. So you're thinking of turning County Gnarlo to techie, are you? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think that's the way I'm going to go with it.
I mean, what I do with that, because I wish I knew how to install mods, but I can't figure it out. And I can't find any videos that explain it easily and simply enough for me or anything, but with good enough examples. So I have to use the Technic pack, you know. Now what I've managed to do with that is I've managed to figure out that most of the mods are in this folder called mods, and I can find that, and then I delete the ones I really don't want in the game, like Thorncraft. And the reason I don't want Thorncraft is actually simply down to the corruption. I like the idea of having magic in it. You know, you can either be you can be technological or you can be magical, you know, because I think magic quite fits with it because of the zombies and skeletons.
Sure. And
the never, you know, undying part of your own character, really, in a way. But it puts the corruption in, and that is just almost impossible for anybody but the most seasoned veterans to be able to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to play it, I must have lost like 5 or 6 worlds to that stuff, because it always just begins to spread and spread and spread, and I see all the stuff I need to put in is in the workshop.
Yeah, and that's not fun for me.
No, it's not fun for me either. I mean, the only way I could stop it in the last world I played with the actual Thorncraft still installed was I had to build like a 6 block wide path of cobblestone around the whole area, which meant I ended up doing like about 100 by 100 by 100 blocks of cobbles 6 wide to just fence it in and stop it spreading across it.
Sure.
And like you say, not fun at all, that.
No. Alright, AFK just a sec. But yeah, that will be my goal for tonight. Tonight and tomorrow will be to get Technic installed into County Gnarlo and have a test video of it. And get all the things that it's gonna change, like taking Better Than Wolves out. Making sure I've replaced any blocks that go missing and that sort of thing.
Oh, that will have a big effect on your world, won't it?
Not terribly huge.
Have you not got a windmill and things like that in there?
Yeah, I know I don't have a windmill. The only thing that I will miss is the water wheel. I'll miss having my water wheel.
Yeah.
So I've always enjoyed having it sitting there turning.
Well, I have to admit, yeah, that's something that Better Than Wolves does better than the Technic Pack is the windmill and the watermill, because you've got the rotating things. You've got windmills and watermills in Technic, but basically they're just like a single square block that looks a bit like it's just a single square block that's like a furnace or an iron blockish type thing. Those aren't very good. I like the solar power stuff. Right. I'll have to level up and make myself a new shovel. I have to play a little game when I come in here to do this, and it's try to kill off all the skellies without them shooting a creeper. Because I hate having to go down into the music room to put the music discs away.
Have a hard enough time getting outdoors as it is whenever you add that little touch of lag I have now and then to it.
Yeah.
It really starts getting annoying.
Oh, repair skill increased by 1 to 21.
Yay!
Well, what were you saying about patronising? Yay, good you. What was yours? 60 something. I'm telling Dwendon.
I was just cheering you on. I didn't do the patronizing. Oh, that's really nice. Very good. You can celebrate somebody leveling up without being patronizing.
Yeah.
Not that I wasn't, but...
Come on, creepers, give me all your XP. Yeah, it's nice now. I mean, it's not actually a well-designed roof or anything that, but at least it's a roof. But if it does rain here, we're not in it.
Yeah, it looks very nice in here. Makes the place look very completed.
Not 20 cents of style I'm happy with, but it's alright. I think you really need to go into buildings with a plan, I think.
I like the stone brick contrast. I know that the obsidian was out of necessity, but it really does look nice.
What pack are you in? Are you in your John Smiths now?
I'm actually in Ovo's.
Oh, right.
In the rustic pack.
Yeah.
And yeah, the contrast between the obsidian and the stone is really quite nice. It looks like it was planned that way.
Oh, you'll have to stick around. We've just had 2 iron ingots out of the zombies.
Ooh. Yeah, the whole time that I killed before, I think they only had 1 sword drop.
Oh yeah, they are very rare. That's
rare.
Me 30 now, so you can kill anything else that comes along.
Quite rare.
30 already.
Said if they'd used that same philosophy with the abandoned mine shafts, I wouldn't have any problems with them.
Yeah.
There we go, the lag again. The lag jumps in and I can't move.
Is your PC doing something?
No, not that I know of. Let's see. Where did this one come from? Over there on that side. Yeah, I thought I had shut down all the processes running in the background. I've even got Steam and my mail program turned off. I'm just having one of those evenings where I'm having a bunch of lag for some reason.
Well, I want to know
It's a little
that.
glitching.
It's blown out the stone here as well. Well,
Yeah, I saw that. One was floating just then. I had to replace it, but there weren't enough there to replace all of them.
yeah. Oh, it's I didn't know it had a lower blast resistance than cobblestone.
Mm-mm.
I'm actually thinking of moving this bit anyway, this ladder thing. At least the bit that goes through here. I don't see any need for it to go through this room, to be honest.
I thought you were talking about this whole spawner, and it was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Well, at the moment I've got the cells double wide, and I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be single wide. Because that would eliminate things like spider spawns. Because, I mean, as far as I know, spiders can still spawn up there.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't get washed down and fall. So sometimes I think, well, that might be what accounts for like the breaks in the drops. It's just full of spiders by then. But if I make the cells single wide, then spiders can't spawn in them. Which I suppose is the Hive Mark II.
Yeah, I remember noticing that with Dwindon's cave spider spawner whenever I used to go hang out in that. That, yeah, after a while there, you'd have enough of the spiders that had not gotten washed in and were crawling up the glass walls that you'd have to move away and let them despawn for a while before you'd get any good spawn rates again.
Yeah. I'm glad he's actually got that though, because we're going to need immense amounts of string. Immense.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a new design for the Enderman farm that doesn't use all the redstone. It just uses the new tripwires. But for every piston you're going to need something like at least 2 string.
Ah.
You know, and you'll probably need a couple of 100 pistons.
Yeah, we need to get to the end. We need to get Keebs on at some time, and so I've really been wanting to go there.
Yeah.
I have to send him a text and see when he's off this week.
I mean, if you strip down to just a burst sword, you can go there now and have a look. But there's no way back until you kill the dragon, so you know you have to suicide to get back.
Right.
But I'm wondering whether I need to put any lighting up. Up towards the roof, or is it all right? Well, it's okay like it is.
I like the way it looks. I like the little gloominess of it up there.
Yeah.
But then that's me. Like I said, as you've said about my texture packs and all before, I like things a little bit on the gloomy and grungy side.
Yeah, well, I'm coming around to that way. I'll tell you what I do like. I do like the sort of what I would call the RPG style wooden planks, the sort of like dirty brown, you know, proper plank styles rather than the cleaner planks. Because when you're building houses with them, you know, they look really good when they do that weathered style plank. And I'm not sure whether it's in Novos where they've actually done all the 4 style in that sort of style.
Yeah, Ovos has got that.
Yeah.
They're all, like you said, in more of a weathered look to them.
Yeah.
In fact, subject to that, that's one thing I've been wanting to do is with bones, with the wood as I do it. I haven't touched the wood yet, but one of the things I'm wanting to do with the different varieties of wood, and I'm thinking about possibly doing it with the pine, is, you know how you have the mossy cobble.
Yeah.
I want to make one of the varieties of the pine wood mossy, of the wood mossy. So that you got the regular planks, and then you've got planks that have kind of a mossy, mildewy ends and stuff on them. So that'll look a little more appropriate around this, the same way you put the mossy stone around water, that then you can have the mossy looking planks around the water too.
That's a really good idea. Really good idea.
Down in the dungeons and that sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, one thing you might want to consider is, considering you don't like use all the multicoloured wool, is just use the wool textures for it. Then you can have normal spruce wood, and you can have mossy spruce wood.
Yeah,
Just got to remember how you create it. Yeah.
Certainly an idea. Because there's very few of the, I use the black, I use the white and black obviously, and probably the grays.
Yeah.
But I really don't get into a whole bunch of the other.
Well, at most, I would say I sometimes
wools.
use red and yellow, and that's it.
Yeah, I can't see myself using a whole bunch of the magenta,
Pink, orange.
yeah, pink. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dark green, light green. Yeah, you've got loads to actually choose from. Well, you got 16, but still.